Sometimes small functions in Excel comes in very handy. Manipulating text. Let's quickly look at them. These are some of the text functions. We have sample data here. Now let's say, for example, in this cell, we need to find out the total number of characters. So we'll use the formula is equal to len, open the bracket, select the cell, close the bracket, enter. So it returns the number of characters in this particular cell, which is 13. Pay attention, it also includes the space or commas, colons, etc. Next, if you look at this cell, there is a lot of space between Rahul and Patel, right? And if we want to trim it, that is just have one space, we'll use the formula is equal to trim, select the cell, enter. So if you notice, this removes the spaces which is there before, between or after the words. Similarly, let's say sometimes we need a certain number of characters from the beginning or from the end. Let's say we have a security number or PAN card number, and if we want just the first 4 characters or the last 4 characters, then we can use this formula. So if we want the first 4 or first 5 characters, we use the formula is equal to left, select the cell, comma, and then put the number of characters which you want. Let's say 4 or 5, close the bracket, enter. So it will return those number of characters. Similarly, if we want last 4 digit or last 8 digit, we use the formula from right side, give me the last 8 characters. This is what the formula says. Enter. Next, if sometimes we need certain middle characters, so we don't want the first 2 characters, but we want starting from 3rd position and next 8 characters, right? So we'll use the formula is equal to mid, select the cell, start from the 3rd position, that is I, and give me the total 8 characters. So I'm putting 8, close the bracket, enter. Correct? Now sometimes if we want to find the position of certain characters, let's say if we want to find the position of KU is starting from which position here. So we'll put is equal to find. Since we have to search the text, we are putting it inverted commas, KU, close the inverted comma, comma, and where do we need to find it? In this cell. So let's select this cell. Now if I press enter, will it return the position number? No, it will return an error. Why? Because find function is case sensitive. So here I have put K in lowercase, however it should be put in uppercase. So K in uppercase and enter. Correct? Similarly, if we want to find the position of dot in this cell, we'll use this formula. We can also use search function instead of find. Search function is not case sensitive, so it will return the same answer as find, but it is not case sensitive. So this is better in many cases. Now let's consider this cell. This is a proper noun, Lokesh Jha, but it is not written properly. L should be in uppercase, rest of the characters should be in lowercase. Similarly, J upper and rest of the characters should be in lowercase, but this is not right. So let's correct it. Is equal to proper and then select the cell. So now it is written properly. Similarly, if we want to convert the entire text in uppercase, we can use upper formula. In lowercase, we can use lower formula. Now if we want to substitute a part of the text, let's say this is Rahul Patel. Instead of R-A-H, we want M-E-H, Mehul Patel, right? What do? We put the formula is equal to substitute, select the cell, comma, then find R-A-H, which is the old text, comma, and substitute it with the new text, which is M-E-H, correct? Put it in inverted commas, close the bracket, enter. So now the name is changed to Mehul Patel, correct? This is a case sensitive function, so we need to be careful. Concatenate. This is a very important function. So let's say we have name and first name and last name in separate columns or separate rows, and we need to join them together. We use the concatenate function. We can also use AND function, is equal to, select the cell and this, enter. This also joins it. Or we can use concatenate function, concatenate, select the cell, comma. Now, if we just use concatenate function, it will join the first name and the last name together, and there will not be any space in between. If we want a space, we need to insert a space. So use inverted comma, space, close inverted comma, comma, and then select the last name cell, bracket close, enter. So now if you notice, there is a space between Abhinav and Sen. So there is a space between the first name and the last name. This again is a very interesting formula, repeat. So it repeats a specified text for a given number of times, is equal to repeat, insert the text which you want to repeat, let's say Y or I, whatever, close the comma, close the inverted comma, comma. You can also specify the number here, or you can simply select the cell, close, enter. So now it is repeating Y. For 1 second, let's change it to I. So we have put it I here. We can select all the cells, Control D to copy the formula. Now where this will be used? Sometimes if we don't want to present a bar or column chart separately, we just have the data, and if we just want a visual representation, quickly find out the highest trending or lowest trending number, we can look at this column and spot it easily, right? Because we know that, this is repeating most number of times, so this is the highest, this is repeating the least, so this is the lowest. So sometimes it is very helpful to use this formula instead of going for bar and column charts, right? Yes, that's it for this video. If you want to learn more exciting formulas and functions, do check out our other videos. Wish you a very happy learning.